Okay, wow, this is so out of my comfort zone. Let's see a little bit about myself. My name is Monica Young. I am the mother of 7 children, and I have 6 little grandbabies. So, my whole life I've been on a diet, or so it seems. So, I think I started my first diet when I was 12, maybe 13, and I ate 6 eggs a day, two eggs per meal. And at the end of the first month, I was down 30 pounds. But of course, like all other diets, as soon as I started eating normally again, I would gain it back. So over the years, I have tried Cambridge, Atkins, keto, isogenics, Weight Watchers, anything that would come up, magic pills, anything that would come up to maybe help me to get my weight under control. So about 20, let me see, I'm going to say about 23 years ago, when I had my 5th baby, I could not get the weight off, so I decided then that I was going to start to run. So at that point, I worked myself up until I could run enough, and I lost a lot of weight over that time because it was new. Then my body became accustomed to that, and so up until about, what has it been now, 12 weeks maybe, 6 weeks, or sorry, 10 or 12 weeks, I have been very strict with how I eat. I'm very careful that I eat healthy foods, but I would also run every single day at least 6 miles, maybe 12 or 13, and do weights. And for a long time, I could maintain my weight by doing that. Could never get to where I wanted to, but I could stay at a certain point. Then about a few weeks ago, gradually the weight started coming on, and it's hard on your body after running that much every single day, I guess. And so one day my husband came home from work and he said, "Hey, I heard about this new program." He said, "I want you to look it up and see, because I think your metabolism is messed up." So I looked into it, and I was super afraid to change things. And one thing that really scared me was that during the 6 weeks of losing, there's no exercise. So he told me, "You know what, I don't care how much it costs, what you have to do it, because I think this is what you need." So I finally did. I signed up with Carrie, and it was the hardest thing. I thought that it was going to kill me not to exercise, and my husband and I discussed for a minute that either one of us might end up having to move out for the 6 weeks until I could exercise again, either him or me, because if I don't get my exercise in, I get super grumpy. So anyway, I decided to dive in, and I started the program, and it turned out to be an awesome experience. So far for me, I'm on my second round, week 2. The first round was amazing. I was super amazed at how the first question is, what's your biggest breakthrough on your on the whole body work reboot? And for me, it was that when you give your body what it needs and eat healthy, it's easy, and it can be delicious, and you don't have to exercise like a crazy person like I was every single day to be able to maintain your weight and, most importantly, lose weight. I had been to the doctor, I want to say about a year ago, for something, and they had me weigh and do my weight and measurements or whatever. And when I weighed, the lady told me I was obese, and I almost cried, and I said to her, "How can I be obese when I can run 13 miles straight? It's no problem." And she goes, you need to lose 60, what was it, at least 65 pounds or something. So at that point, I really tried hard, and my thought was, I'll show you, I don't need to lose that amount of weight. Well, I did. I lost 60 pounds in 6 months or whatever. But then, of course, I gradually gained it back. And so I had gotten myself down to finally to a certain point where I could stay if I was running the whole time. So when I got in this program, and my big thing was, I said to Ken, my husband, I said, "There's no way this is going to work, because if I'm not running and basically eating the same foods I ate before, for the most part, there is no way I'm going to lose weight." And he's super encouraging. He said, "Just give it a whirl, try it." And so I did. And so I realized that through this, that we have to feed our bodies for what it needs, and which I knew, but I wasn't sure how to do. And you don't have to exercise as much as I was doing. The second question that we need to answer was, what I like most about the program, my favorite part is that the program works. You just have to trust the process. It has immediate results, and I love seeing the scale go down every day. That was another thing hard for me because I don't like to weigh every day. So I usually would weigh like every Monday and then be depressed because it went up or be happy because it went down. And so having to weigh every single day was a really big step for me. And luckily the scale went down most of the time, a little bit at least every day. I did have one plateau. So I did the 2 protein days in a row, and my weight dropped again the next day, and I got going again. If you're looking to join the Whole Body Reboot, my thought is just commit, give it a go. It will work. Trust the process. There's never going to be a perfect time to start the program. There's always going to be Christmas, a birthday, Thanksgiving, Valentine's, Halloween, a wedding, summer, whatever it is. There's never a perfect time to start. Just give it a go. Anything that we do is always going to have a hard time, and as long as we make it fit for us, it will work. The 3 words I would use to describe the process are inspiring, immediate, and encouraging. It's easier to do things when we have an immediate result and we see immediate progress. So just jump in. It's so much easier when you see the immediate progress. And I would also say when you start to do the program, to take your measurements, because I know when I was in that little plateau for those few days, I was getting kind of discouraged, and it's hard for me because I wanted to keep seeing it go down, and it wasn't. And so I decided I needed to take my measurements again for the second time. And even though my weight that week hadn't gone down a whole lot, like I think it was like 1.5 pounds that week or something, my inches were down just over 5 inches, I think it was. So even if the scale's not going down, there are other ways to measure your success, which is super encouraging. And Carrie has it set up so we have the app on our phones, and we have the Whole Body Reboot website or group page. And it's super encouraging every day to get on and see other people having successes and doing the same things we are, and to be that other people have the same struggles we do. Let's see. I'm on my second round, like I said. I think my end of the second week is tomorrow, I believe. I hit 28 pounds total weight loss this morning. I have 4 pounds to go to get to where I was the day I got married in 1988. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've never been there before. My husband keeps telling me now I need to stop, but I have a little bit of a goal that I'm trying to meet. I'm super excited. This is an awesome program. I would just say to anybody who is thinking about it, just to jump in and do it. It's well worth the money and the time. And I think that anytime anything's important to us, we'll find the way to do it and make it work, and you'll be super happy. You'll feel amazing, and you'll have success. Just trust the process. And if you're having struggles or difficulties, contact Carrie or Meg, and they're always there to help. Or put a comment on the Whole Body Reboot page. Everybody's so willing to help and super supportive. So good luck, everyone, and vote for me. Bye.